Testing my sound. Yeah? You got this? Testing. All right. Welcome, Holy Ones. Bless all of you coming on in, connecting to this transmission, connecting to oneness, to unity, to what the guardians and the universe calls the sacred universal law of one. One. Coming together, uniting together our identities, our energies, our people, the world, the planet, everything is coming together, realizing that higher identity of oneness. So thank you guys for coming on in. There's a lot of different ideas about the law of one, so I'll probably be clarifying some of that, because there's something out there called the raw material law of one. That's not us. This is coming from Emerald Order. Okay, the Emerald Order teachings, it starts with the Voyagers books by Ashiana Dean. And so this is coming from higher guardians who are within, you would say, the sacred law of one, who are outside of polarity. And so it's really a path. The law of one is a path, a decision to connect to God, Creator's original intention for our planet, for our people, for the universe, for the cosmos. So this is what we discover within ourselves and within these teachings, the law of one teachings, that we're going to be serving the original intention of Creator, not some distorted or some tangent of God, but the original eternal divine right order. And so we want to base our path on that. These teachings, the Christos Avatar, the Emerald Order, the Unity, we're focused on that connection, and we're coming together in like-minded connection, treating each other with unity consciousness, Christ consciousness. Bless all of you for coming in. This is what we're going to be covering tonight, so thank you for joining us tonight. UTD, welcome, Holy One. Good to have you. Been a member for over a year. Machiwa. So many blessings to you. Thank you for coming here regularly. We also have your mother, Vato Loco. Missing your lives. Well, you should come more often, because I come regularly. Thank you for being back, your mother. I don't recognize that name, so maybe you used a different one, right? Kinushka, right? Or close. Thank you so much for being here, Holy One. Good to have you. We got Gina Sutton sending love and light. Machiwa. We always, welcome those type of energies. Beverly Nickerson, hello from Northern Virginia. Bless you, sister. It must be like 9 o'clock over there, right? Good to have you. We have BRC 46 and 2 sending us positive love and energies. Thank you for that, Holy One. Sarah Holder, bless you, sister. One of our moderators. Thank you for being here and watching our back, right? We don't get too many trolls, you guys, but sometimes they show up, or, any one of us can say the wrong thing, or, nothing's wrong. But what I'm saying is we have guidelines, so we have a pleasant experience here. You can even disagree, but just be respectful about it. Machiwa. No need to repeat. No need to use all caps. Those are, things that people agree that's disruptive. So we just want to have a chill, right? Energy, a high vibe. Machiwa. So glad to see you, sister. We have L. Nixon, Rider of Dragons. Peace and love to everyone. Thank you for that spell, positive blessing. Scott Fox in the house. Hello, beautiful souls. Law of one, yes, that's what we're talking about. It's a very You would say heart-centered, very based on love. It's sharing, not egocentric, but sharing with all. Bless you. No justice, just us. Thank you from Australia. Thank you for being here, Holy One. We got a few members that are down under. Jose Ra in the house. Good to have you, brother. Eddie family, welcome. 33, you said it. That's a good start, right? One of those master numbers. And Venezuela. Thank you, Enlightened One. Very thankful. I'm very thankful for you being here. Much respect. Does that imply you're from Valenzuela? Wait. Or maybe that's just the last name. I'm thinking of the country. Different spelling, right? Good to have you here. Jared Type 3 in the house. Another indigo with us. Okay, brother. Thank you for tuning in while you're driving your way to work. Good to have you. We'll make some good conversation on your way. Hugh Lee in this house, giving blessings to all the brothers and sisters in here. Selena Z, peace and blessings to you, sister. Indigo Wizard, one of our other moderators in the house. Got a good team going on. Thank you, brother, for being here. Machiwa to you. Thank you, man. Robin Kirk, sending much love. Always a positive vibes, high vibes. Thank you, sister. Thank you for being here. Palm, welcome to you, Holy One. Lauren Wisdom, hey fam, what's up? You see, we consider each other family here, so we're saying, hey, what's up, brother, sister, fam, what's up? Chris Primary Matterfield, blessings to you, Holy One. Thank you for being here. Yes, you guys, this is always a good topic because, we actually don't talk about enough, but we always mention the law of one. We also always mention equality, unity. This is something that is part of our vocabulary, law of one. Sacred, universal law of one. We say universal because it didn't originate from Earth. It's not limited to Earth, but includes Earth and everywhere else. Because God is omnipresent. God is everywhere. So God is the unified field that we are part of. We're part of the law of one. Even if there's some form of distortion in our life, in our thoughts, in our deeds, this is something that we are learning to find within ourselves, our higher consciousness, which is connected to the law of one. Our divine blueprint is connected to law of one, to unity. Okay, there is no distortion. It is called the divine blueprint. It is a perfect model of that we connect to from the 3D level. We're trying to connect to that higher divine blueprint. We're trying to transmute our lives to represent unity. And it's not easy, you guys, to be always loving and pleasant and a good mood. Maybe you woke up in not a good mood, right? But we strive for that. We strive to be transmuting the negative parts, the shadow. That's why we do shadow work. So we come back to unity. This is our counter, like our Geiger counter. It helps us, meander through life. Because life can throw us a bunch of obstacles on our spiritual journey. We don't want that. We want to go back within, find that unity. Maybe you treated someone wrong or bad, and now you're feeling guilty or something. Just shift into unity. Just go back into unity, and even if you have to go into a space of silence, okay, and go inside. Exhale, inhale, find a balance, find your equilibrium. Okay, find that harmony again. Go back to unity. And we're not perfect. We know that. But don't beat yourself up if you make a mistake, if you fall down, if you blunder. Transmute. Okay, so we get used to the habit of checking, making sure that we're coming from a space of law of one, which is unity, coming from a space of omni-love, loving everything. Once again, that's not easy. It's a challenge while we're here on the 3D planet of Earth. So regardless if it's a challenge, regardless if it's not fast food, super overnight, right now, because spiritual, you would say, your spiritual journey is progressive. Okay, we're trying to grow. It is a form of spiritual evolution, not staying in the same place, but continuing, evolving, going into higher parts of ourselves. Looks like we got a question here. Your mother. Shadow work is crucial to manifesting abundance. You don't get what you want, you attract what you are. Thank you for sharing your mother. Yeah, I just mentioned shadow work. It is part of the beginners, you would say. When you're a beginner, two of the things that you work on first, shadow work and ego work. Because most humans are stuck in the third chakra. They don't see beyond. They don't go beyond the ego. And ego is not an enemy. We don't destroy the ego. That is distortion in New Age. I want to keep this closer to me. I notice audio is not perfect sometimes. You transmute the negative ego. There's a positive ego, okay? The third chakra is your mental body. You don't throw away your third chakra. You purify, transmute the negative ego. Because you actually connect to your higher consciousness through your third chakra, which is your mental body. So you don't get rid of it. And you couldn't throw it away anyways. It's there, whether it's awakened, activated, or closed up. It can't be all closed up because you're here in the third dimension. I'm looking for the lighter. Here we go. Always want to be mindful of our spiritual hygiene. That means aware of your cleansing and blessing your space. You're protecting your space. Let me get a little charcoal here. Thank you so much, you guys, for being here. I just want to say really quick, if the live gets disconnected, just wait 3 to 5 minutes because I will make a part 2 right away. And then you can rejoin and we'll continue the conversation. It doesn't always happen, but sometimes it's happened a few times in a row. And I can't stress enough about not using stick incense. I know it's cheap and easy to get, but you don't want to be burning chemicals. That's all it is. It's simulated fragrance, not even the real thing. This is why we use resins. Buy it by the ounce, buy it by the pound. I buy it by the pound. You can use sage, you can use Palo Santo, you can use sweetgrass, or any of these, resins, which is basically like tree sap. When I was camping, even homeless for a while in the pine forest, you could go up to the pine tree and pull off some sap. There's your incense resin. Okay, you don't need to go buy some China-made chemically laden freaking stick incense. To each their own. Some people won't care. They'll just keep on using it. What's up, holy ones? 360. Stand over your incense resin. Yes. Cool. It always helps to put intention, to put affirmation, to repeat it. Speak it out loud is stronger than speaking it inner voice. So if you can, do it out loud. Free white dove. We're getting the live started, getting it proper already. Thank you so much, Free White Dove. Blessings to you. Thank you. We know that's not your first time. Thank you so much for supporting this work. She made a little note, just stopping by to say hi. At work, have a good stream. Wow, a lot of you guys work late, right? Thank you so much, Free White Dove. Thank you for stopping by, sister. Thank you for watching my back. Bless you, sister. And have a good time at work. We also had Palm became an angel member. Welcome to the family, Palm. And you actually became an avatar. And you get the diagram for free, which I'll be showing you tonight. It's in the members area. Just go to my channel on YouTube, click on my members tab, and scroll all the way down until you find the diagram. Blessings, brother. Thank you so much. Unless I'm getting the gender wrong. My old man eyes, I can't always see the little thumbnails. So thank you so much, you guys, for coming on in. Well, I would disagree, your mother. Affirmations do work. It's vibration, it's energy, it's consciousness. You can't say it's not. It's energy. I've even heard Ashana say it. Even Ashana has said it. When you repeat something over and over, it's establishing this, it's like putting an imprint. You're creating an imprint with affirmations. But to each their own. Maybe they don't work for you. But they're certainly going to work for someone else. Machiwa, I am Christos. See it. Feel it. Know it. I am Christos. I am Christos. Machiwa. Use that affirmation. Or not. Ascension Healing Tarot. And I agree with you, Holy One. I agree with you. And as a matter of fact, when I go to drum circles and I light this true resin incense, and some people say, can you push that away? Can you put that over there? Can you put it out? See right there. And then you see the same person using stick incense. What's wrong with this picture? They can't handle that energy because it's frankincense. Literally, you're going to have a reaction to it if you're one of those toxic kind of people or people who have got some distortions going on in your spirituality. So it happened to me at some alien UFO conference. Same thing. A lot of people coming up and asking about it and grateful for it and even smudging in it. And then you got other people saying the same stuff, man. Please put that out. Please move that away. Of course I do. I don't argue with them. If someone doesn't like it, I'll move it. But that just goes to show some of these energies, their vibration is distorted. You're not going to have a toxic reaction unless you have some allergy, to it. But usually I see the type of people who complain about it. And that's it. Okay. I won't bring the incense to my drum circles anymore. Only if it's one of those big ass drum circles like the dry lake bed, but we're not even having the dry lake bed anymore. Yeah, I mean, I had more than one person at the drum circles say something, so I just respectfully stopped bringing it. And as they bring their stick incense. So if anything, I'll bring it and put it 50 yards away so I can cleanse my rattle and my crystal and then my body, and then we can, you know. Hugh Lee mentions affirmations is like using your own voice to heal yourself through the 80% water in your body. Good. Thank you for sharing, brother. Awesome. Jared, there seems to be a part of us that will try to create polarity to affirmations. It just means that the affirmations need to be established more. I don't know what you mean, brother. I just know that affirmations work. It's frequency, it's energy. Just like a song is energy, it's frequency. It's going to affect you. This is basic 101 Kathara, baby. Somebody hasn't read Kathara. Everything is made of consciousness. The entire universe is energy, frequency, is alive, is God's consciousness, God's thoughts, God's another face of God. Words are powerful. The Guardians knew that. The ancients knew that. This is why we have Psalms, because it's all based on one word is energy and frequency. So to take that the other way, if someone's always doing profanity, okay, those are going to affect you in a negative way. So yeah, affirmations work, frequency works. It's frequency, baby. What's up? You smudge your kids? Bless you, Holy One. Very good. And most kids, depending on the parents, are going to be welcoming, you would say, open to such concepts. And especially if you teach your children about law of one, even they can understand that all are part of God. Take that conversation and do it from the biblical religion point of view. Now you're teaching your children how God is angry and will judge you into the lake of fire. You see the message, baby. You see the two different messages opposing each other. Unity in Christ consciousness is like, whoa, like this. It pushes this because they're opposing each other. Vampirism, killing, sacrificing, opposes unity. Okay, unity is about loving everything and realizing everything like an insect, an animal, an axe murderer, a fallen angel, a demon, an archangel, a grasshopper, a rock, a piece of plastic, AI. It is all God. This is tonight's message. Everything. All. You know, the word all is designed to mean everything. So when you look at religion and it says, oh, only believers are connected to God. This is the opposite message of unity. The exact opposite. No, you're not all God. And you will get people writing those comments in the videos. Every time there's every time there's a unity video or I am a God, no, not a God, I am God video, you can go check them on my channel. You'll see people triggering to that. You'll see people saying, no, you're not God. So you realize that they don't understand unity. There is no unity in religion. It's not about unity. It's about favoritism. It's about chosen ones and believers. Believers only, baby. Or you're going to the lake of fire. Transmute. Transmute. Machiwa. Makaya. We are light workers. Inner alchemy, baby. Shikas masul. We understand the frequency of affirmations. We understand the power of a word, of a song. Let's talk about it from the Emerald Order's Cathara Biospiritual Healing. So open PDF, go to Cathara. Maybe I don't have Cathara open. Sorry guys, I just want to find this. Okay, so let's take this whole concept about affirmations again, not being effective or real. So let's open Cathara. I have it open in the PDF. So I'm going to show it on screen. Maybe this is too deep for people. Reality. That's a quirk. Reality. You know, the planet, space, the ground, everything in existence, reality is thought construction. Okay, affirmations are thought construction. The core substance of the cosmos is consciousness. Thought is an attribute of consciousness. Nothing is solid. Okay, so everything is, and if you guys are interested, one of the moderators will give you a direct link to this Cathara. It's free, man. We learned ascension mechanics, we learned unity consciousness, we learned Christ consciousness for free. It's not going to be trademarked or you don't have to pay money to study it. Unity, okay? So reality is created by thought. Everything, and once you understand that, let me see if it's in this walked the ley lines. It's not in here. Let me see, ley lines. It's in here. This word is in here. Planetary ley lines, ley lines. I'm not finding it, but what I wanted to find. It must have been in the workshop then. But anyways, let me go back. Everything is made of energy. This is going into the concept of unity and how everything is one. Everything, like, let me see. This doesn't look like they're one. They're not together. They're not coming together. Turmeric and ginger, by the way. Chicas, masu. I take this every day for my inflammation or any type of inflammation. So, but this is made of energy. The vitamins, the pills are made of energy. Everything, the plastic is made of energy. It's all made of consciousness. This is made of consciousness. This is made of consciousness. They're in a giant field of consciousness. The air is conscious. The planet is consciousness. The solar system, the star system is consciousness. The galaxy is made of all consciousness and energy. The universe, the cosmos, it's all consciousness and energy. There's no such thing as solid. You saw what I just showed you in Kathara. It's all thought construction. This is how everything is coming from. When you find all of these systems, they go back to source God. Everything's coming from, and we call source God source, because it is the origin of everything, the source of everything. The singular source of everything is God, and this is how we're all unified within Creator God, because we're all creations of the Creator. So, let me ask you, religious people. You say God's omnipresent, but you say that if you're not a believer, you're separate from God. Make up your mind, or clean up the distortions in your holy book. There's distortions when you say God's omnipresent, but he's not present in non-believers. So, which one is it? In your holy Bible, you say God's omnipresent. So which one is it? God's not present there or there? Okay. But everything is made of God's consciousness. Everything's within Creator. You can't be outside of Creator. That's tonight's topic. That's unity consciousness. Knowing that God exists everywhere, is within everything. It is us who are within God. People are within God. Animals are within God. Insects are within God. All the angels, good or bad, are within God. Everything's in God. Now, some things that confuses some of the people following religion. Like, what? But what about demons and fallen angels? All. The word all really does mean all. Not some. Not chosen ones only. You see why we say chosen ones is a distortion? There's no such thing. Okay, let's look at this in Voyagers 2. This is Voyagers 2. Let's see what they say about that. About chosen ones. You think I'm making this stuff up? You think this is my personal opinion? It's based on the law of one. It's not coming from my personal ideas. So go back to PDF. Let me check. I just got to make sure chat is okay. Looks like it. Okay, Voyagers 2. Chosen ones. You think you're a chosen one? You know who chose you? You're chosen, all right, but do you know who chose you? Well, it's either this one or the other one. Let me see. Oh, so it's under chosen ones, plural. So let me... Chosen ones, plural. Okay. It's not the guardians calling themselves chosen ones, vatos. The Elohim's preferred lineage of humans could not be kept genetically pure. The selected chosen ones would be given special privilege. Oh, we talk about unity, right? There's no special privilege, vatos. There is no favoritism in law of one. But when you talk about Elohim and discrimination, the selected chosen ones would be given special privilege of ascension if they followed the teachings, the patriarchal sexist teachings of the Elohim's altered Templar creed. In this regard, Templar is negative. Because the Elohim basically gave up on the rest of human population. Oh, you see how divine this race is, really, huh? No, it's not. They're the ones that brought us the sexist patriarchy, man. And this is connected to Anunnaki. But we're not done. Let's look at more. at which time including the chosen ones, in parenthesis, will be destroyed. You ain't saved, honey. You're disposable by the fallen angels. Chosen ones will be saved in the great cleansing or tribulation. You're God's chosen ones. You're God's chosen people. But who's God? What's the source of this information? Key, check more on chosen ones. The fallen angelic selected chosen ones. You see, that goes together. When you talk about chosen ones, it's the fallen angel chosen ones. Because guardians don't use the chosen ones in unity because all are God. There is no such thing as one who's chosen over another. Being chosen implies that someone is not. Otherwise, you would not be using the word chosen. Because chosen means someone isn't chosen. Someone isn't favored. Someone isn't, in good graces of God. See, the chosen ones are Anu, Melchizedek, Anunnaki, fallen ones, bringing you the sexist patriarchal creed, baby. And look what these wonderful chosen ones are designed to do. If you're chosen, you're doing reverse grid work, and you're going to be used to run critical mass reversed. Notice the word reverse. You're learning, for example, your mechanics from false teachers. Like Drunvalo Melchizedek, who's teaching you reverse Merkaba. What is reverse Merkaba? Death Star mechanics. Metatron, baby. And you're going to be running reverse fire letters into Earth, man. You're not helping yourself, and you're not helping the planet. You chosen ones are actually doing something diabolical. Okay, so let's look at else what you chosen ones are. Oh, the Luciferian Anunnaki, there we go again, began making remote contact with, parenthesis, chosen ones. Okay, that's enough. That's against unity. When you say someone is chosen, and you're still going to get people disagreeing. Oh, but I'm a chosen one. Oh, are you? You're learning reverse Merkaba. You're learning to run reverse fire letters into the planet, huh? Who's your teacher? Inquiring minds want to know, what book did you read that from? What video did you watch? Okay, so in the same breath as these New Agers claiming to be chosen ones, in the same breath, they're talking about unity. That just goes to show you they do not understand what is unity. They don't understand what is law of one. As a matter of fact, right now, I'll say right now, this is not the raw material law of one. That's like Bashar. That's like a chosen, what do you call a channeling source. The raw material law of one is, look, over here, it's channeled information. They put a Bible, the Holy Bible, we know what the Bible is. It's used as a tool to help the channeler. Literally, don't believe me? Read the Law of One, Part 1. There's 5 Law of One books, raw material. We're not that source of information. Now, to be honest, to be transparent, I haven't read it all. But when I start seeing those major significant distortions that they're using channeling, and this was done in the 70s, baby. 1970s. That's not the guardian source of Law of One. Ours is called the innerchristos Law of One. Inner Christ, inner God. Christians don't like that. You're not God, you're not a Christian, because you don't believe in the Messiah. It was sacrificed and murdered, It's all about blood ritual. Blood ritual, baby. Dark, dark shit. And you're going to use the Bible that represents that as your source, whatever your source. And that's another thing about the raw material. You find out who channels it. I'm not talking about Carla Akbar. I'm talking about the beings who's being channeled from the sixth dimension. Okay, guys, remember, law of one originates outside of polarity, which is the 12th dimension, not no sixth dimensional beings. Maybe some beings following the law of one are going to be from the sixth dimension and sharing it. But this when I look at it and see it, they're got some distortion in their distortion, because they teach about distortion, but their information itself is distorted. You ain't gonna have no guardians using no freaking Anum Melchizedek sexist patriarchal Bible to help them channel. They tell the channeler to move their head a little bit, move your head a little bit, put the Bible right here. No, this is what the law of one says. They teach you, they're just, oh, it's not right. You got to move it, you adjust it a little bit. What is going on here? Adjust the Bible, adjust this, move the person, make them more comfortable so they can receive the channeling better. Sorry, guys. I call bullshit. Just like there's many false New Age teachings, this is another false New Age teaching. Trying to dismiss law of one, no, you're not dismissing some universal sacred concept as the law of one. Okay, the law of one, innerchristos law of one, emerald order law of one, that tells you where it's coming from, the emerald order. So this is about no biblical connection. We talk about the distortions of the Bible. We're certainly not going to be channeling it. You find out this information through Emerald Order Guardian speakers. You find this information through your own inner Christos. You confirm these things. You discover God from within. You discover Christ from within. You discover yourself from within. Not some channeling source, Bashar, or some law of one channeler, Carla, finding some six-dimensional alien beings. You find it. Unity right here. You find unity within. Not outside. Okay? So, it's also creeds. Law of one creeds versus chosen one creeds. Let's see the difference between law of one creeds. It's based on the sacred universal law of one. You'll see this in a diagram. And that which is not, which is connected to the Bible. I had someone who wanted to interview me about the law of one. And then I see his videos and his channels are based on the raw material law of one. Sorry, Vato. So, one second here. I thought it was open already, but let me get it open right now. Machiwa. And then I'll check in on chat again, of course. The whole issue with the AI video making thing, I think it might be improved, but it's still got issues. So it's not, my video is not around the corner yet. It's still waiting. It's going to be after Thanksgiving holiday, you guys. My part 2 of the Secret Space program, because of this whole problem with Runway ML. So, okay, now I got it up on screen. Let me change it to Photoshop. Okay. This is what's happening in religion. This is what the Anu Melchizedeks brought us. Okay, the sexist patriarchy. That's what they brought us. And it's anti-Christic, man. It's dark Templar shit. But notice it's what's in the Bible. It's within all religions who are patriarchies. This is the false creeds by the dark side, by the vampires, the phantom beings, the fallen angels, the demons. They set this up. This is how they get energy from you. This is how they feed energy from you. You're in fear, they're feeding off of you. You're in guilt, a guilty sinner, they're feeding off of you. You're judging, you're being judged, you're feeding off of you. You want to set up elitists, that's not unity. Oh, special chosen ones, special elite people. Hello, vampires feeding off of you. Sexist patriarchy, put down the divine female. Hello. They're pretty twisted, man. These religions are pretty messed up. Look, man, they're messed up. This is the frequency. You're going to put yourself in subservience. It's all about sacrifice. Sacrifice little animals. Sacrifice a human. Sacrifice Jesus. Drink the blood of Jesus. Eat the flesh of Jesus. This is some sick, disgusting, false creeds, man. It says excellent connection. Now it says no data. Woohoo! Party time! I'll just dance until it comes back. Back to excellent connection. Yeah, it shouldn't be frozen anymore, Stefan. Okay, thank you, Celine. Bless you, sister. And I have to catch up to the viewer activity. Mitchell, 1111. Wow, thank you, brother. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mitchell. Thank you for this energy. Your energy is infectious. Good vibes. You're helping my awakening. Massive shifts. What is Machiwa? I can feel it so deeply when you say it. Thank you so much, Mitchell, for your positive feedback as well. Machiwa. For me, that is my personal light language of my Anuhazi family, my Christos avatar family. Light language, a positive thing, and many people feel it. You felt it. I feel it every time I see it and pronounce it. It's positive. So it's not just Machiwa. It's also Makaya. It's also Masutas. Machiwa, Makaya, Masutas. Thank you so much for helping out with this work, you guys. I survive off of you. Like last week was only a couple dollars donation. The week before that, $1.50, $1.75. I can't survive off of that, you guys. Honestly, I will have to go down to one live a week. If I can't do this, then I can't. I got to do something else. That's just all I'm saying. So bless you, brother Mitchell. Thank you, Free White Dove. You guys are making a difference. I rely on you guys. Blessings. Thank you, Jesse. Appreciate the feedback. And not everyone will agree. And I just want to say that, is my audio cutting out, you guys? If you guys are getting audio issues, Jared, thank you so much, brother. Right before you go to work, look, you're going to work. Peace out, fam. Heading to work. Much loves and light. I agree with the eating of the body stuff. It's beyond carnal. Yeah, it's like the affirmation thing. It's energy. It has a strong, powerful, freaking energy, man. When you start doing symbolic drinking of blood, of Jesus' blood, in the temple of the church, sacrifice, pain, blood. This is an image, the sacrifice image, man. It is Messiah. What is this? They are trying to Twitter out, cross out. They're trying to cross out the Christ. This is sacrificing Christos. This is how they feel about the Christos. Because they're anti-Christos. They're against the Christos. So of course they gotta mutilate, sacrifice, and have blood. This is energy, man. Just like your affirmation is energy. Understand energy. Understand symbols. It is a black magic ritual. It is a black magic act. This is a powerful, profound, wicked symbol. Wicked energy. And now you understand why Earth is falling. No, Earth is no longer an ascension planet. And once again, New Agers, it's not me making this up. Let me show you the Guardians talking about the Earth is falling. The Earth will fall. And you can't ascend without biospiritual DNA regenesis. That's how you can ascend on a planet that is no longer ascension planet. So let me switch back to Voyagers 2. I'm sure it'll be in Voyagers 2. Descending planet. You think I'm making this up? There's 25 results. Descending planet. It is no longer considered an ascension planet. Wait, it does this little weird thing. I gotta go up and down. It is called descending planet. It can take billions of years. Yeah, to meet its destination. This does not occur quickly, and life can continue to evolve upon its surface for many years. Yeah, for many years, you're going to be within the Zeta Draco military martial law while it's descending. Let me go down, down, down. Guardian host matrix transplants will have to be used to shift descending souls into Agartha before the destruction in 2976, which has to do with the Zeta Gray aliens, who are going to be taking us over. This is the Phantom Earth timeline. Okay, the ones who are staying on Phantom Earth timeline is the ones who do not ascend. If you do not ascend, you're not going to the first way, which is, I believe, Tara, and then the other one's Inner Earth. So I just wanted to show you that this planet is no longer an ascension planet. And you got all these New Agers, let me go back, talking about everybody's ascending. Not just the fact that there is no natural ascension, but, oh, everybody's ascending. You know, what's this guy? What's his name? Somebody knows his name. He's talking about the solar flare thing. He said it was supposed to happen and never did. What's it got to do with this person's credibility? He's still making videos. Now he's talking about the secret space program because the solar thing didn't pan out. You guys, it doesn't happen by a solar flash. Even our teacher talks about that. The Guardians talk about that. There is no solar flash. One of those false, you're a false teacher, brother. And I'm going to see this dude in April because I know he's going to be one of the speakers at the UFO convention I'm going to in April. We should a lot of us should get together and go together. It costs like $400 if you do it now. If you wait, it's going to cost $700. So buy it now. What's it called? It's called the Alien Event. Let me see. Alien Event. Alienevent.com. There you go. I'll be there April 4 to 6. I'm going to be driving there from Nevada, so. ET disclosure, space, secret space. That's why I'm going. I'm into all this alien stuff and AI revolution, UFOlogy, alientology, technology. Amazing 3-day disclosure event with 30 speakers, 100 lectures, workshops, panels, plus 39 exhibits. I don't think Carrie Cassidy goes to this one, but I'll see some other people that I want to see. Oh, wait. She's there. David Hatcher Childress, Carrie Cassidy, Mike Barra. Man, I'm definitely going to have a conversation with Carrie. I met her in 2010 at Ashiana Dean's Phoenix workshop. I didn't get to have a conversation. I said hello to her. I didn't get to have a conversation, but this time I will. 14 years later, I saw her in 2010. So, Brad Olson, Mike Barra, Saeed David Farman is going to be there. Sarak Zaded, Ishmael Perez is who I was mentioning. So I'll see what Ishmael Perez is pushing. I know he's part of Galactic Federation. He loves the Galactic Federation. A lot of these people do. James Rink, Ryan Velli, Samuel Chong, Dr. Sasha Lesson, Janet Lesson, Eric Danmirn. I don't know all these people, but give a shout out if you guys come, because it's right now 400. What? Oh, if you do the banquets, of course I'm going to go to the banquets. So that was $4.99. But if you wait till the door, it's going to be $7.99. So this is just one of many events, you guys. So might as well plan ahead. It's 5 months from now. So unity is a big deal, and it's misunderstood. Ursula Rivera, thank you, Holy One. Much blessings. Thank you for supporting this work. And I'm not familiar with your username, so you're usually quiet or you're new, so thank you. Oh, you're not new. Look at your star. Sorry, I made a mistake. Thank you so much for supporting this work. Liz Angel! Woohoo! Wow, so many different monetary types, so many different countries. Liz Angel, you are amazing. Thank you, Star Sister. You guys are amazing. This is a crew. This is a Starseed crew. Indigo Child crew. And I even heard our teacher, Ashiana, say herself, if you're into these teachings, more than likely, most likely, you are an indigo child. A starseed. You were meant to find this work. Machiwa. Welcome to your family, Holy Ones. Thank you, Liz, Angel, and Jared, Ursula. And I'm so glad to see you guys always friendly in chat. If a troll comes along, he doesn't stand a chance against all of you. We will just send them love, right? And I want to say, if you guys disagree, you can write it in chat. You can talk about Jesus if you want. Just be respectful to us. We will respect your beliefs if you're respectful in our chat. Just be respectful in our chat, because some people aren't, and that's why we have moderators. So, Celine, Star Sister, blessings, sister. Much respect to Celine. Thank you for being a moderator. Wait. You are a moderator. It doesn't show you're a moderator on that part, but yeah, of course you're a moderator. Oh yeah, sounds like a good time. I've been there before, a couple of these. It was a blast. I mean, I mean, you're constantly going to workshops and stuff, but you're going to meet people, you're going to learn some new stuff, you're going to make connections, you're going to probably get some books or get some business cards, find out who these people are, do some research, expand your growth, expand your knowledge. And I put a disclaimer out there, not all the secret space program stuff is good. Because we talk about Earth Alliance, we talk about the different alliances, the ICC, we talk about some of this is being affected by the cabal, by the deep state. So there's infighting going on. The infighting is there's part of the secret space program that's trying to have disclosure, and part of it is trying to keep it down. But when you get beings trying to mess with, we're talking about because we're about unity, right? Some of these beings are not. Some of the beings in the grand experiment, the super federation, aren't considering our free will. They want to do things without our free will. So that's why some of the secret space program, but we still want to learn about it. Even if there is negative stuff in there, you want to know, just like we want to know about Thoth, we want to know about Galactic Federation, we want to know about Ashtar Command, we want to know about Archangel Michael and Enoch and all this dark stuff. We want to know from what the Guardians and the beings following unity. Tonight's topic, unity. Check everything based on unity, man. Check that person's teaching on unity. Check that person's teaching on unity. Check that video. You don't need to ask me or someone else. Check yourself. See if the person is about freaking, the Anunnaki created you? There's some BS. So use discernment and you decide. Because some people ask me questions, what should I do? Sometimes I won't even answer you. We're about within. Yeah, you can ask me some information, but if it's all about, can you please tell me who I am? People ask me that every day. Instagram, TikTok, who am I? Do a reading on me. Because that's what people are trained to do in New Age. They're trained. You're trained on social media. You're trained by the Galactic Federation. You're trained to be seeing the things not from the inner Christ point of view, but from some worship or some guru or for someone self-proclaimed archangel to give you your Christ consciousness, to give you your spiritual mastery. You guys, we can't be... This is the law of one. We're not meant to be relying on someone else. We see unity in Creator God's design. It's within everything. It's based, that's the organic way. That's the divine right order way. Unity, coming together. Religion does the opposite. Puts you all separate from God. Now suddenly you're not one with everything. Now you're just an insignificant, lowly, sinful creature. Dismiss, transmute, goodbye old paradigm, goodbye fallen angelics, propaganda, goodbye all this dark shit. You don't need sacrifice to have a connection to God. There doesn't need to be some bludgeoning or man, when you see flesh coming off the body from a cat of nine tails, man, full force, that is mutilation. Mutilate. No. Transmute. There is no mutilation in unity. There is no sacrifice in Christ consciousness. We have to, expand ourselves into the greater, universal. Not just limit our point of views to the dogma on earth, because the earth is full of dogma. Go beyond it. Find the law of one, not the law, raw material based on religion, law of one. Hello. And I see some other people teaching Christos who are throwing in religion, talking about Joshua 9 instead of Joshua 12, promoting Jesus, Jesus, praise Jesus. You're praising the Jesus 9, Joshua 9. You're giving spiritual lessons on Joshua 9, Bato? Yes, bless Jesus, Joshua 12, Machiwa, Micaiah. The whole reason why they talk about the three Christs, why they teach about the actual Christos, and you know what the flower of life is, man, or not? Do you know we see you using the flower of death? It's on your book cover, Vato. So you understand, we had to break, a couple of friendships, relationships over stuff like that. They want us to come work with us. They want to. There's been different people I'm talking about, so that wanted to, but they're got all these logos and affiliations with the dark side. Do you see that they don't understand unity consciousness? They don't understand the real Jesus. They're still promoting the false Jesus teachings. Coming together with Joshua 9's teachings. No. Go for it if that's what you're resonating with. We talk about Joshua 12. We talk about the message of unity and Christ consciousness. Not the Jesus who keeps referencing Father God, Yahweh, Jehovah God. We're not finding unity there. We're not promoting that. We're not writing books about that. We're talking about the disclosure of the distortions in the religion and making an obvious distinction between them. Here is Joshua 9 and the message that came from that, which is connected to Nephilim. The father of that pregnancy was a Nephilim. No, we're talking about Joshua 12, who brought us, who's the one who wrote the Bible. The original, they didn't call it the Bible, it's called the Essene teachings. That's the true Christianity. That's based on Christos. Has nothing to do with the murdered, sacrificed Jesus. It's based on unity. The real Jesus, Joshua 12, Sananda taught Machiwa. Unity consciousness. Exposed the real Christmas story, which I need to make a video of when I get back from Thanksgiving. That's one of the videos I need to come out with. I need to make the hello. We talk about Jesus, we talk about God, but just not from that point of view. And it's certainly not going to be coming up in my interviews with other people or something else. We get it straight. It's Sananda, Jesus, Jeshua, Sananda, not the Jesus 9 bringing you patriarchy and Father God. No, that's. When you block off some of the human race because they're not believers in the sacrifice, I'm not following the sacrifice. Okay. Let me refresh the page. Start as goddess. Machiwa, sister. I love you and appreciate all of you, Holy One. Honestly, sincerely. There is so much joy and happiness in our conversations here. I mean, we're actually living the teachings, not just speaking lip service to it. This not trying to just get on people's side and talk about Jeshua 9. You know, we're not getting on people's sides like that. We're talking about unity. We're talking about the Christos. Thank you, Stardust. Bless you, sister. Sir Madism, sorry. I have an honest question. If Ashiana preaches that nobody is the chosen one, but she claims to be speaker one, isn't that the same? Also, she channeled her info. I'm so confused. Good question, brother. Speaker one is not... Speaker one is... How does that go? How does speaker one go against unity? I mean, how does that say they're a chosen one? Speaker one simply means that she was trained by the guardians in actual real life. I didn't. I haven't. But I'm still connected to the Lyrans. I'm still connected to Anahazi. I've seen these beings. It's not meant to be like a title, like she's chosen. And by the way, she doesn't act that way. She doesn't act like she's chosen. She's a matter of fact, what comes out of her mouth is the unity teachings. She doesn't act like that. She doesn't act like some chosen one. There's speaker one, speaker two, and speaker three, and there's always been three. That doesn't mean three chosen ones. There are three teachers. Speaker one's a teacher. Speaker two and speaker three were teachers. That's what it means. I think you're just caught up on the term speaker one. No, it's not something that means authority. It doesn't mean she's flawless and has no distortion. Nothing like that. And so that addresses that. But and she doesn't use channeling. Okay, that you can even maybe search for a video, Ashiana talking about channeling, and she will explain it. She'll explain what is channeling and what she's doing. What we're doing is telepathy, connecting with our own consciousness to our own self, our own higher self, not some other family of consciousness. Channeling goes to another family of consciousness, not your higher self. You're going to someone else's higher self, someone other family of consciousness. Ashiana doesn't do that. I don't do that. We don't do that. I've been talking about that, channeling and the innerchristos all the time, even today. So it's called Kelantic. Okay, let's look at it in actually maybe Voyagers 1. I'll try Voyagers 1 and Voyagers 2. It's something about Kelantic transmission. And the science is called KS, Kelantic science. She doesn't channel. That's to answer your question. She's not channeling. Well, there's 50 results. Let me try the word transmission. Transmission. Oh, there's only 11 of those. So let me try that. The message. Okay, let me go to the screen so you can see it. I'm transparent like that to help you answer Sir Madism's question. The message is delivered via Kelantic communication, not channeling. Kelantic communication, which has been translated verbatim. That means she doesn't make stuff up. She's just copying exactly what it says on the CDD plates from the remote transmissions. Ashiana is connecting to the CDT plates. She is not channeling. She's using Kelantic communication to connect to the CDT plates. Channeling That's too big. Involves, oh man, come on. Channeling involves merging the personal consciousness with other portions of personal identity. The energy identities of beings from other times, places, or dimensions. So let me go farther down. Yeah, the Sleeping Inductees Secrets of Menti were compiled between 1996 and 1998 through not channeling, like the raw. Oh, let me go. I gotta do this crap. I don't know why it does this. Maybe it's my graphics card. The books that I just pointed to, I always point to, the Voyagers books, they were done through not channeling, but galactic communications. We saw it again. Oh, wow. I told you guys this before. Ashiana says that she did not write this book. This is her words. I do not claim authorship for this book, as I serve only as translator of information that originates from Guardian Alliance. Not Galactic Federation, by the way. We're not the Galactic Fed. We're the Guardian Alliance. There's the CDT plate. Translation, not channeling. Translation from the CDT plates, Cloister, Dora, Terra plate libraries, is accomplished through initiation of specific frequency transmissions through which the discs, because there's 12 of them, activate to release their stored data. You see, there's not even a person involved. This is coming from actual disc records. She does something that she was trained to do, called galactic transmissions. So that's what she's doing, not channeling. Just to answer your question, but I'll keep going down. These galactic transmissions coming from the distant place we're reading this out of context, but it says these communications will become available to those who are in need of the knowledge and contained within them. It is our hope that you can become aware of galactic mechanics enough of you will be enabled to develop the tools you will need to counteract harmful ways this knowledge is presently being used to manipulate you and keep you blind. So, let me go down. That's not it. Communication transmission is it's not the same thing. We're looking for galactic transmission. I think that might be it. Okay. So yeah, let me go back. It's telepathy, and she's connecting through a specific steps remotely to the CDT plates. Just like some people can project and astral travel into the fourth dimension, others can go outside their body. Ashiana's doing something called connecting to these CDT plates that are remotely done. And that's a whole scientific thing. It's not even really a spiritual thing. It's scientific. No channeling involved, brother. Bless you. Good question. And like I said a little while ago, you can go find search for that type of video and see Ashiana talking about it herself. I mean, explaining it herself. Spiritual ascension? Yeah, I'll get that out. I plan to. I hope to, because I didn't get it done last week. Thank you, Celine, for sharing the links. Thank you so much, sister. We always need that. Lipton, you said it. Ancient terrestrial guardians, that have culture and traditions, even food. I bet the Guardians aren't eating junk food. Well, quite frankly, brother, they're actually breatharians. They don't have food. They're not eating food. So there's not even junk food. And that's in universe 2. Density harmonic universe 2. Imagine 3, they don't even have to do breatharianism. You don't need to eat anything. You're pure consciousness. Your body doesn't need to sustain because there is no body. And when you have no body, you have no penis or vagina. Sorry to be crude, but so many people think God is of male or female. It's neither. God's an it. When you take pronouns, what's left? An it. So God is an it, and it's pure consciousness, has no body form, has no junk. It's not male, it's not female. It is in the lower, you would say, spiritual experiences. In the lower, out of all these levels, it's the lower level where you experience gender. And isn't it interesting how so many 3D people have some type of issues with gender? Wow, gee, I wonder where that's coming from. Well, religion, honey. This stuff is coming from indoctrination by disempowering the divine female. It's in all patriarchies. That's why they're called patriarchies, because it's the man thing. And when you see the man thing, you know it's a distortion. You know it's a fraud, a lie, propaganda, a scam. And you dismiss it. You transmute it. You don't have any relationships based on it. Ladies, do you date these kind of guys? Or you goodbye, clown, jokers, still stuck in objectifying women, putting down women. Machiwa. That's like right up there with all the other major distortions like shadow work, ego work. Man, some guys have to go through the reverse programming because maybe they think they're the king of the castle. They're wondering why all the women are closing, their invites. Surmatism. Thank you, brother. Much love, man. Now I can feed my cats a little bit more, right? I just thought of something. They're going to have to not be fed for 5 days, man. I'll be gone for 4 days at least. So, but they're wild. They lived without me, so they'll live again for a little while. 101, you said it, Eddie family. Thank you, Sarah Holder. And thank you for those 3 4s, man. You're awesome, Sir Madison. Anuhazi, when we are born, Elephant Tusks, Elephant Tusks says, Anuhazi, when we are born, don't they attach an archon to us? Who's they? I honestly want to know, who's they that attaches an archon? People call this a guardian angel, but it is in fact an archon intent on harvesting one's energy. Once again, where did you learn that? You're not learning it from here. Machiwa. Let me find out what this is. Because that's coming from New Age. New Age was created. Hear that clearly. New Age was created by fallen angels called the Jehovian Anunnaki, the same beings who brought us Yahweh, Jehovah God stories. In New Age and esoteric circles, archons are often described as malevolent, otherworldly entities associated with control. Yeah, but they don't even know the creation mechanics. They don't know. All they can say, it's some otherworldly entity. These teachings will tell you exactly what they're called. They'll tell you what planet they're from, what dimension they're from, and what their agendas are. But these New Age teachings have no clue. They can just say, oh, they're just some dark entity somewhere out here. Shit. The concept of archons originates from Gnostic texts, and specifically the Nag Hammadi scriptures. Sorry if I butchered that name. Nag Hammadi. Gnostics describe them as powerful beings, but they don't know exactly. They're just some powerful beings created by the demiurge. The demiurge, a false god or creator. And hello, we have 33,000 gods being worshipped on planet Earth, gods and goddesses. You can look online. You will find out there's over 4,000 plus religions. And, some of those religions, like the Greek religions, they believe in 12 gods, lots of gods. Hinduism, lots of gods. There's all kinds of gods from 4,000 plus religions. Tens of thousands of gods and goddesses. And this doesn't even know what god it is. It's just some god. Some dark beings and some dark, false gods. There's 30,000 plus false gods to rule over the material realm. And this is like a major character according to this information, and they don't even mention the archons. Shit. This doesn't mention archons. Look, I'll show you. I'll show you. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's somewhere at the end, but archon, this malevolent, horrible archon is not even mentioned. No results. It says no results found. Try to search something else. Okay, I bet you Lisa Renee has something to say. That sounds like something Lisa Renee would at least mention, but not the Emerald Order. Okay. It's Ascension Glossary. Maybe she can at least tell you what race they are, because the New Age has no clue. What's something out there? That's apparently, according to you, putting some dark seed in your soul. Shit. No pages. Wait, I gotta spell it correctly. Archon. Because I know this is a huge thing in the New Age. They talk about archons. What is the archons? She actually talks about it. The archon, this is coming from Lisa Renee, Ascension Glossary. The archon is defined as a false king of tyranny ruler that controls through masks of deception, promoted through warring technological abuse, such as mind control, frequency implants, and military strategies, and can be applied to human or non-human alien sources. It is both the military, human, and non-humans shared greed for domination, of which they both employ hidden advanced frequency technologies designed to perpetrate and promote the archonic deception strategy. She has a whole page on that, of the NAA, Negative Alien Agenda. There's another page. So this would take a while to explain what she's trying to put all together. The archonic deception and its, oh wow, patriarchal oligarchy stems mostly from, see, she at least tells you where it's coming from. The reptilian and draconian races from the Orion constellation. Together, they're called the Orion Group. She talked about this in 2013. And then she goes on about the patriarchal domination, the self-enforced enslavement, top 5 archonic strategies. The big 5 archonic strategies, that behaviors that spread through anti-human value systems in the human public are divide and conquer, victimizer, sexual abuse and sexual misery, child abuse and child sacrifice, misogyny. Wow, wonderful creatures. No, they're not. Spiritually abusive behaviors, aka archonic deception behaviors. It can go on, but she has some antidotes to AD behaviors, to these behaviors. Empathy. Antidote means to take care of that, to resolve that, to transmute that, to heal that. You want to use empathy and compassion, mental openness, emotional stability, responsibility, that's one of the attitudes of mastery, honesty, sovereignty, reality assessment, unified cooperation. She goes on to talk about the suppressor parasite entity, genetic artificial intelligence, AI drones, or archons sent by higher ups in the negative alien agenda. That makes sense to me now. So the negative aliens, like the reptilians, like the Anunnaki, the ones that are being worshipped in New Age. You're worshiping these archons, fools, ignorant. That wasn't very loving, sorry. You can say someone's behaving foolishly, though. That is foolishness. That's still not cool. They are behaving foolishly. There, that's better. You're not a bitch, but you're acting bitchy. Sorry. Yeah. So they're coming from reptilians, homie, and they're sending that's like a little pet. It's not some grand universal power. It's these negative alien agendas. And you see what they're doing, what they're calling on. But the New Age explanation is their archons are frequently seen as entities that maintain the matrix or illusion of reality to keep humanity enslaved in a lower vibrational state. But if you switch to unity, Christ consciousness, you'll be freed from that archon BS. You're only going to attract an archon based on your thoughts. Okay? One thing that people don't realize is these things feed off of your depression. They feed off of your anger. If you stop being depressed, if you stop being angry, you start being manipulative, if you start all the dark shit, you're not going to be attracting no freaking archons. Machiwa. Now, I'll end this answer to your question by saying Ashiana doesn't talk about no archons. Machiwa. The Emerald Order doesn't talk about archons. It is a term that sprung out of New Age's ass. So now they're, sending that frequency out to you. Now you think I forgot. I lost the place now. I'll have to. I guess I can't see the person's original question. I mean, the original person who wrote the question, because I waited too long to go back to the screen. Thank you, Celine, for sharing the real Christmas story. It's really relevant. It's around the corner. And they call it the 12 Days of Christ Mass. You notice how the fallen angels use our terms and twist them? That goes back to that whole affirmation story. They will take something that we say and use and make it twisted, and now it's like attached to your meaning. They take a good meaning and attach this sick, twisted, distorted thing, and now it's you got to have discernment and know the difference. Elixir vision. Channeling weakens your connection with source. I would agree, Holy One. In these teachings, you will learn that channeling is risky. Not only risky, in some circumstances, it's literally dangerous. In channeling, remember, you're inviting someone into your light body. No, you don't do that, but that's what a whole bunch of channelers like Bashar and any famous channeler. I'm an angel channeler. You're some type of angel channeler. You're getting some message from some being, not from unity. Especially when you know we're on a descending earth. You're going to have all kinds of beings out there trying to channel you. And you learn, if you didn't read or not, that they set up all of these freaking technologies to channel New Agers. They use tech to channel your ass. As a matter of fact, if you look at some of Corey Good's testimony, he talks about him seeing people go in, these fourth dimensional, fifth dimensional people going into some pods and channeling people. Oh, I'm channeling God. I'm channeling some angel. Homies, first of all, there's only one creator God, and it's not Osiris, it's not Yahweh, it's not Allah. It doesn't have a name, it doesn't have penis, it's not got a pronoun, God's not a boy. Okay, so when you say you're channeling some God, you're confused. It's some entity saying it's God. Okay? And we learn through these teachings exactly who is Allah. Exactly who is Yahweh. Not some dude in the sky. Sky God, the sky dude. You know, they're promoting men only club. There's Jesus and Yahweh, his father. Where's the woman? Where's the sister? Where's the mother? Where's the, aunt? There's no women. Just Jesus and just some two dudes. Who wants to get lit? If you guys want to get lit, put a fire emoji in chat. And then we'll do that together, Holy Ones, and still talk about unity, baby. And I just want to say that I'm going on my trip tomorrow. I'm driving to Tucson, Arizona to meet my family. And my daughter's traveling from Wisconsin to Thanksgiving too, so I'll get to see her. She's not bringing the baby though, because she says the baby's too small to travel. I get that, because she's flying, and if you go take a baby on the plane, it's not even 1 year old. So the baby would suffer, right? Round trip, one way and the way back. I understand. But I really wanted to see my granddaughter, man. Shit. But I'll be happy just to see my daughter. So I'm just telling you guys that because I might not have a live on Saturday. If for some reason I'm staying past Saturday, Yeah, I'll do a live even if I am in Tucson. I might even just do a live. I was thinking about doing an interview with my dad, because my dad doesn't study Christos, but he's woken. I mean, he understands a lot of stuff. He would be interesting to listen to if he agrees. Let me see if he agrees, and then I'll do a live with him while we're just kicking back. My dad likes to smoke. Maybe he doesn't smoke as much. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, you'll still I'll still be taking my laptop computer, but things will be a little bit different for 4 days. Not long, right? Not that long. You guys will all be busy too. Busy, even if you don't celebrate eating animals like turkeys, you're still gonna maybe hang out with family. Machua. Red Hunter, how can an Indigo 3 solve polarity issues? Simply live a life of Christ consciousness, unity, learn the 12 attitudes of mastery. You see, this Nephilim soul essence is against all that. But remember, that soul essence agreed. It agreed to go in this situation where it doesn't have the final say. You have the final say. If you want to change into, some of these issues, you're the one who has to follow through and live that lifestyle of a Christic being. Live the lifestyle of someone who's following Christ consciousness and unity consciousness. That's someone who understands law of one, all are God, understand all that religion that most of us were brought up in is programming, it's mind control. And we tried to explain it that those are systems to feed the phantom universe. That's what religions are truly. Oh, do they have some nice stuff in there? Sure. It's called half-truths, and even less than just half. Not 50% truth, a lot less than 50% truth, but you're getting partial truth. Raise your hand if you want partial truth. Not many of you, huh? 111, I see that 111. 111 people on. Souls. Hello. So the answer, Red Hunter, is to live a life of a Christic being. Not a religious lifestyle, because you see what they do. Not some of the New Age lifestyles. You see what they're about. If this information truly resonates with you, did you read this book? Have you read Voyagers 1, brother? Have you read Voyagers 2? Have you checked out Angelic Realities? And then have you learned Kathara? Are you doing your Maharic seal? So those are some of the things I would suggest you do if you haven't. Because it's not going to be fun being an Indigo Type 3. You're going to have some challenges, but that all is on you and your ability to, because part of you knows you were going to be experiencing this. Even though you know now it's not fun, but there's a part of you that is trying to do this. And so you need to really put forth the effort to live a life like a Christic person. Not a religious person, because what religious people do, they judge. No. Okay? We're about omnichristos love, loving all. Love yourself. Love your Nephilim inside of you. Love your family, love your friends, love the whole world. So, Hugh Lee wants to get lit with me. At least the Hugh Lee. Oh, Ian Evans. Robin Kirk. Lauren says get lit for her. Okay, sister, I will. My screen is frozen? Yeah. This is one of the reasons why I want to move out of this town, because I need reliable internet. Lisa Lund Rodek. Blessings, sister. Thank you, Celine. I just like to at least know a couple of you. So let me get my medicine. It takes me 12 seconds or less or more. I don't know which. This. Thank you, guys. Yeah, it's busy times. It'll be Black Friday this Friday. All this stuff trying to mess with your unity. They don't want you to be unity. When COVID hit, look what happened. They isolated you. Excuse me. They don't want you coming together. They want you separate. And you know, excuse me, when I was at the drum circle, right? And I'm walking in the park, going to the event, right? Dude, everywhere I looked at this beautiful park, people are on their freaking phones. I would see a family of three, all three of them on their phones. A family of five, all five of them walking. They're walking in a park, a beautiful park, trees, grass, on their freaking phone. I looked here, they're all on their phone. I looked over here, they're all on. What's going on? What's going on? If you take your day out of the weekend and go to a park, I would think you would check out the park. What are you doing on your phone? Like, OMG, if I didn't have my phone, I would be anxiety or something, right? You see, people are doing this. Like, you will go to have lunch with your friend, you'll be on your phone. Where's unity? Coming together? No, separate. They want you separate. They want you isolated. They want, there is no union. There's no coming together. You're gonna live, huh? You want to wear masks. They don't want you talking to each other. They don't want you hugging. Keep your distance. Yes, that shit happened in our lifetime. And it's not like it's over. It's not like problems are going away. So, wow. This is my good close-up glasses. But they can't see very far, long distance. It's blurry, But up close, it's really good. So, I want to make a poll about oneness, about unity, about, this unity consciousness, this law of one. Like, I don't know, some people may not even believe in unity. They think it's the God created us and, Yahweh. They always say God, they never say God's name. God created us. Which God? There's 30,000 plus gods. Which one? Let's hear it. Come on. And it's all these people believing in gods. They talk about their God, And they think that all the other gods are wrong and their God is right. You'll hear this over and over, especially with Christians, especially with Islam, especially with Judaism. Our God is the real God. Hello. There's only one creator, and it's none of yours. It's false creeds there. They're practicing false creeds. Fear, guilt, shame, put down women. Name one religion that doesn't put down women. Try. It will be hard. It will be very hard. Right hand, transmission hand, charge with affirmation, because it works. Inner speak or outer speak. Like, the person doesn't believe in affirmations. Okay, so you think what you want, but you don't speak what you want. No, you think, you see, you feel. Let's get lit, holy ones. Remember, this is a ritual. This is a ceremony. This is a chikasmasu. Have you seen God lately? Seriously. Did you look in the mirror? You know, there's ideas of God, and then there's experiences. Like when you're actually connecting to higher frequencies, higher dimensional frequencies. And then you look at how that feels compared to 3D reality. And then you have the visions from higher dimensions, the visions, the understandings, the awareness. You become more aware. It goes from your normal conscious level, expands out for like 45 minutes, an hour, whatever. Then it's over time going back to your normal base. It's not like it stays out here and you're not meant to keep on being high all the time. And so just like for me, it's just like every now and then, you know, like my dad would do it all the time. I love my dad, bless him. I can't wait to see him. I'm just saying he's like that. Some people are like that. You didn't come to 3D to just leave it all the time. You're supposed to spend some time in 3D, not just leave it and keep going to some other worlds, alternate realities. I mean, the beings who understand unity, they're in an alternate reality. You're in 3. And the beings outside of polarization are in 12th dimension. You're in 3, so have perspective of what kind of being that is up there. And so we have a huge family of 1,728. 1728. That's how many minimum, because some beings have more. Some beings have thousands of selves, because they have come again and again and again. So it racks up. Indigo children, for example, have more than the typical 1,728 incarnations because they're running missions. You're here on mission, Holy One. Even indigo type 3s. You have a mission. You're trying to bioregenerate the Nephilim. Help it get its 12 strand back. So we realize what our mission is. It empowers you. It gives you a laser focus. Now you can visualize. Now you can project. Now you can machiwas. You're like, in your everyday life, you don't think about none of that stuff. But when you go into the medicine, for example, you're like, whoa. I mean, when it first happens, it's freaking wild. But when you're used to, like, you're familiar with it. Since you're familiar with it, it doesn't shock you. And now you're just trying to pay attention to as much detail while you're in this higher state. We're talking about a higher state, man. You go on medicine, and people can hate it. Let them. It puts you in a higher state. You're in another state. And then it wears off. Now you're back to normal. Normal state. Baseline. Well, this would be like cannabis. Okay? This is mushroom. And it's 6 hours? So it will take a long time to complete. But you go so far, man. It goes into worlds that physics are just not the same. Reality is completely, utterly different. You're like not a person anymore. You don't call that level a person. You're not an individual. The truth is you never are. But we're only aware of this much of ourself in dimension 3. That's it. We don't see these greater levels unless you have the greater chakra. That's the key, your chakra. Most humans are stuck in the solar plexus and down. That's not unity. They're stuck in a low level of distortion and polarization. So this polarization is very, very, very strong. We're all about good and evil, male, female, all these. That's not unity. That's polarizing. Excuse me. Itches. You come in as a massive gestalt of consciousness. You're a huge collective. And then it polarizes. But that's God's intention. God made it a particle universe and an antiparticle universe. So, obviously, God wanted to experience polarization. In the hologram, this is in a specific part of creation called the hologram of matter. It's a 15-dimensional time matrix. We're one out of 24. This is according to the teachings. Like, that's a huge thing, a 15-dimensional time matrix. But there's 24 of them? So we're not the top of there's so much more. There's all the ascended master levels. Okay, up here we have the universal trinity that we're part of. It's the Kirashe. Ki, Ra, She. Ki, Ra, She. Kirashe. Up beyond that, greater than the Kirashe, is the Kundare. Kundare. Ki, Ra, She. Ma, Chi, Wa. Mokoye. I can do light language. I can feel it. I can allow the light language, not channeling. That's another being. We don't do that. I don't do that. I connect to myself. I see myself. I feel myself. No one's in my fields. I always put that intention before the show. All of us need to, you guys, I'm telling you as your brother Anahazi, you need to, I'm not telling you what you need to do. You could greatly benefit from chicas masura. I'm like having so many experiences. It's so weird. It's like I'm time traveling while I'm talking to you, like by location or whatever. I'm serious. It's been like even 6 months ago, you guys. My experiences exploded in 2024, man. And it's already going to be 2025. Like, you feel time traveling so much faster in ascension. As you're going towards a higher vibration, it's an acceleration, literal. But it's an adjustment. That's the new way. The new consciousness is a higher, faster vibration. This is why when we do try to show you with my hand gestures, this frequency or this frequency or this frequency, you see they're higher in sonic because it's about sound. Sonic, Kirashe, inside the Kundare. Or no, the opposite. The Kirashe is within the Kundare. And so this is see the Maharic seal. See yourself. You see the prana tube. It's above your head, going through your head, through the middle of your body. Like this maybe. Size of a tennis ball. Not as big as a softball. Maybe a tennis ball. Maybe a golf ball size. Machiwa. Feel this conduit, this connection to earth. We're literally connected to earth through the prana tube. And now that's a conduit for life force energy from the planet to come up through our prana tube, all the way up through the earth, through the core. Yes, earth is round. Yes, there's subterranean earth. There's middle earth, the core. Shikas masu. Like one of the things we talk about 5 senses. There's so many more senses. You're seeing your brother Anhazi. I'm going through these different senses, man. They're like, they turn on. And so it's a little bit, what's that called? Paranormal. It's a little bit paranormal, experience, multi-dimensional experience. And I can tell you, I feel good, like I feel pleasurable. I got to get a drink of water. I usually always feel from the top of my head. I feel it along my neck. I feel it all the way down my spine, this kundalini. But I believe some of that is Maharata as I connect to my Christos, which I've seen my Christos in lucid living color, this future self, this mighty selves. OMG, man, it's freaking unbelievable. Yes, I have been abducted by UFO. Now, this was something I only remember returning back to Earth. So the rest of it's blocked. But let me get a drink. I believe it was positive. Like, yeah, there's going to be grays or reptilian who are abducting the Anunnaki. Even they'll abduct. A lot of Luciferian races. These are extraterrestrials, guys. So there would be some problems with your body, most likely. You would feel it. Like a woman knows if she was raped, or something happened to her body when she was unconscious. You feel something, man or woman. Something changed you or damaged you or is now attached to you. You would feel something is off. You even if you don't understand it, what is this? Something's not right. So it's blessed. Anyways, I feel when you feel that energy all the way down, it feels tantric. That was the word I was trying to think of. Pleasurable, not in a sexual way. Pleasure isn't always just sexual. You can feel pleasure in the most simple of things, based on awareness, based on stillness. I know some of you know what I mean. You find that magical moment in your day. Maybe you have more than one of these a day. Everything feels perfect. You don't feel, or at least you don't notice any discomfort in your body. You're just blissed out. Like a powerful, positive energy is across your whole body. It's not some possession of a dark being. You feel a wonderful, the kind of happiness and love that makes you have happy tears. So sensitive, like emotional, tender. That's the word. It feels so deeply tender. Love. Undeniable love. Like, hey, your mother loves you. But this is a love that it goes beyond that maternal. It goes beyond into, because your mom will die for you. It's even the women are more protective of the children than the men, but the men can add more strength and shielding to the family. So it's a good unit, but you realize that there's all kinds of, like, you have to have discernment, and you're not a little baby. You understand there's dangers out there. You take precautions. That's why I always pray. I always shield up. You got to shield up your Christ shield, the Christos ray, the Maharata, the Maharic seal, man, the Maharic shield. Fachika, see it. This field of energy 6 inches below your feet. It's powerful. Akuya, coming from the planet, coming straight up the planet, man. Because the prana too. You did your Maharic seal. You see the star come together. Pale Merkaba star. Go all the way down to the core of the earth. Turn into a ball. Out of the ball came this energy you see the whole planet, Earth, with in the middle of Earth is a ring, a disc shaped ring in the middle of Earth. That's the pale silver light. You can call it like liquid mercury. You see that in your mind, the liquid mercury is freaking badass, right? It looks like this, like the Terminator being that was made of liquid metal. So liquid metal or liquid mercury, that gives you a visualization of liquid light. Density universe 4, holographic universe 4 is the technical word would be hydroplasm. Okay, so that's one of your plasma bodies. Every auric field is what the Guardians call a particle field. Every one of your auric fields, particle fields, it's like a separate reality. It's a shield. It's an experience. It's a strand of DNA. It's a specific race. One of the Earth races, you call them Earth seed races, or one of the star seed races. See, we come together, unity. That's our whole principle as guardians. Always coming together, co-creative, co-egalitarian, exist amongst each other, love each other, acknowledge your differences, respect each other's beliefs and ideas and personal, values. We don't place any judgment. That's a religion thing. Religion came along. Here you go. Here's judgment. Just took a big dump on earth. Here's judgment. So some people said, "Nah, I don't think so, honey. I'm God. You're God. We're all God. What's this? That's a control system. That's a fallen angelic system. What we call Metatronic death science, reverse Merkaba, baby. You take life from a Merkaba star. A Merkaba star is creating eternal life. A Merkaba star is creating, that's it. You have eternal life. Your essence is a being who always existed, always will exist. You're eternal. We're all eternal. God, first you realize we're all one. We're all one with God. And then you realize, even greater, you say, I am God. And God is sovereign. God is free. I am God. I am sovereign. I am free. Blessings to Lisa Renee. That came from her and her information she shared. Bless her. And you guys may not agree with everything that I say or what Lisa Renee says or Ashiana Dean. Hey, that's okay. And many of you know that. It's okay that we can peacefully agree to disagree and still be friends, still love and respect each other as God. It's a powerful statement. It's a beautiful statement. It's a unification statement to say, I am God. And we usually, you can capitalize all of that or just I am part. And the first letter of God. I am. You can stop right there. I am. Or you can continue, I am God. And it's not inaccurate. We're all God. This is tonight's topic of this video. Law of one is at one mint. Religious message, atonement. You must atone for your sins. Sorry, something wrong with my drive. It's one of my new drives. But anyways, at two different messages. Same exact spelling, but atonement at one mint. Two totally different results. I choose at one mint, man. Unity. Law of one. Because God allowed polarization, because Creator God designed it that way. You see, it's intentional to have particle and an antiparticle. And you come in here, it's like a spectrum. You polarize into spectrum here and a spectrum here. Particle universe, particum, antiparticle universe, particule. Okay, and so they fuse together and create partikai. That's the whole. That's the united. That's the unity. We're about unity, not polarization. You're like, think about this. A male and a female are soulmates or twin flames. They're half of a whole. It's a polarization. Even your body form, your consciousness has been split, polarized, conflicting, now against each other. Huh? Unify. Come back together. You always were. That's how you started. You became fragmented, polarized. Come back together. Unification. Unity, consciousness. Christ consciousness. I love you. Unconditionally, baby. I love all. Even skunks and aardvarks. I love ladybugs. I love, wasps. They're so beautiful, deadly or poisonous, but, have you seen those? Because I was raised in Arizona. I've seen a lot of those tarantula hawks. They're a wasp, and it's mesmerizing. They flicker their wings, and it's so gorgeous colors. And these things are trying to find tarantulas and whatever else they eat, but they're so beautiful, man. It was one of my spirit guides, a tarantula hawk. What I call wasp. I called it wasp, but I knew what kind it was. So, and let me, I don't have it with me. Come to think of it, I'm not sure where they are right now. But some of these spirit guides were like these insects. One of them a wasp. So I found in Tucson, Arizona, there was a cool, the 4th Avenue, they have all these craft and arts and craft stores. I went in one of them and I found an acrylic block of a wasp so I could put the real specimen in this on my hand and feel the life force. Even if the being is dead, you would feel the body, the memory, the code, some of it left in its shell, encased in amber or whatever this is. So you can see it forever and connect with its energies. I have one of a wasp. I have one of a scorpion, because yes, that was one of my guides for a while. And centipede, that's one of my guides. Remember, I told you I've had almost 70 guides, spirit guides, throughout I don't have that many since I came more into Christ consciousness. It made me go beyond that. But I would say I'm very grateful for that experience, mostly animal spirit guides. But as I evolved, I went beyond animals and into the ETs. So if they might first come in dreams, these animals, you'll consider them guides, helping you with the messages of in many different areas or whatever is important for you. They love you. The guardian ones, gosh, my glasses. The guardian ones love you, and you will feel that love, and you'll know when a being's trying to manipulate you or use fear or aggression, threats. So you're like, hey, you don't want to be around that energy. You want to be with the cool people. I like hanging out with all the unity people, man. All the ones who love, who just want to get along, like the 60s or the hippies. They had their heart in the right place, but there's a lot of political influence, a lot of fallen angelic influence in the world. Corruption because of the fallen angels. And then that corruption gets bigger and bigger. Now they're in power. And so, wow, this is complicated down here. We're trying to have a peaceful ascension process, but it's not. It's difficult. It's challenging. It's technical. It's advanced. Wow. That seems scary, but hey, we have no choice. You need to be practicing, studying, understanding. Ask me questions when you need it. There's people out here. We love each other. We want all each other to succeed. We truly believe in unity. We experience it in moments of our life. We're not perfect, but we're becoming better and better version of ourselves through constant practice, constant, consistency, commitment, have conviction in yourself, believe, see, have goals, follow your goals, manifest, bring Christos into the world. Part of my channel, I'm grateful to be sending this Christic awareness. You're becoming aware of your own Christos. It is not a sin against God to say that. I am God, I am sovereign, I am free. I have an inner Christos. I have an inner God. I understand myself one with law of one, the law of one. So that's what it is, you guys. Like, eventually you'll see a person's collective, like not just their face, but you see deeper into their true fields, higher energies, because your energies are higher. Now you can see other people's fields, and maybe you don't like what you see, and then other people are blessed and amazing beings that they turn into their higher selves. But we will see different kinds of beings, because there's darkness from dimension 1 all the way to dimension 11. This is why, but in the New Age distortions, programming, mind control, what else are you going to call it? That's what that is. It's conditioning, controlling the narrative. Your narrative. They're providing a script here. Now you're following this religion, this new religion, Machiwa. New age, new religion. Just space and galactic stuff to acknowledge the beings waking up on Earth. Some of you are awakening to ETs. Oh, now they have to explain it to you through false creeds. Now you get false creation stories, right? And it's so hard for people to find their way through this swamp. It's hard to swim, and it's hard. You can't stand. You're like suffering. You're tired of it. I don't want to suffer. And the whizzes got lit. You guys are beautiful at 99. Do you see 99 souls in the house? Welcome, holy ones. We are coming together in unity. We're not angels. We don't act like blessed, wonderful all the time, 24/7. But we're trying our darndest and improving. I'm going to improve myself and get better and better and better. I'm going to be able to transmute more and more of my shadow, my distortions. I admit that I have some. I'm not a perfect little angel. Not yet. I need to still figure some things out. Process some stuff. You can admit that to yourself. You know you're going to do it, honey. Because some people, they've got too big of an ego to admit they made some mistakes. Oh, that's so horrible. You're trying to heal. You're trying to expand. And that's legitimate. So you're not going to just dismiss that. Especially when this is a growing awakening on planet Earth. We're becoming aware of all this hidden shit. We're finding out, different timelines, different human race. There's hybrids, humans living amongst us. Aliens walk amongst us, man. Their soul essence, some of them are in the indigo type 3s. Some of them are in the human Anunnaki hybrids on Earth. Some of them are in the human reptilian hybrids on Earth. And there's different races. Those are the main ones, though. The big players have the most races on planet Earth mixed in with the original angelic humans. But we fell from that status. Now we're not angelic. We are now just schmucks in the third dimension. You know, man, we found ourselves in the third dimension. That's where you say, what the F? What are we doing in the third dimension still? What? No. What am I doing? Ask yourself that. Look at your life and you will see why you're just in the, what? Why am I in the third dimension? I'm in the third dimension. What the shit? What did I do? How did I fall down here? Ow. This hurts down here. You know? You start to, you didn't notice that before. You weren't aware of that before. Now you're like, whoa. Like you might actually say, whoa. This is the new model. Terahertz Wand. It's like, you could say pink, you could say purple. I don't know. I think it looks cool. It looks a little feminine, but I like it. And this is supposedly better. This is why it's like high priced. But I basically used credits, or you would say it's like credits. If you sold enough units, you don't get the money for it, but you can get a wand for it. It's like an upgrade. See the flames. Oh, it's not plugged in. But this is the new unit, and this is the old one. Which one do you prefer, honey? Oh, yeah? So, these are... Do your third eye. Celine, can you get the Terahertz Wand link in chat, please? And you guys can also look below in the description of this video. There's a link for the Terahertz Wand. If you're going to buy one, please buy one from your brother Anuhazi. It'll help this channel out. Thank you so much. It'll also help you out. You can also start selling them to people you love, because there's a lot of people in the world who are suffering, and a Terahertz Wand works, man. It worked on me. It worked on Celine. It worked on Starman. It's worth the investment of $400. This one's a lot more, but this one does the job too, man. I like it actually better because this one's hotter than this one. I don't know why it's cooler, but it works 30% better than this one. So if you justify the price, bless you. I am only talking about this because it's real. It truly freaking works. And other people will say the same thing. And there's so many positive reviews. I haven't seen one negative one. So this is definitely safe. It hasn't harmed anybody. It's only helped. There's so many supposed cures or reverses in diseases and suffering and pain, or stuff that was starting all over your face. I don't know what they call that disease, but this wand help psoriasis or something. This has helped people clear that stuff like that. I do it for inflammation. When I, smoke, I'll get lymphatic inflammation. That doesn't even make sense because I don't know anyone else who's ever had that problem. Because I checked, I haven't seen any cases really about that. So I've never had COVID symptoms, but there's all kinds of stuff out there in the world now, right? They put stuff to get in our body. They try to find ways to get stuff into our body. So they'll attack food. They'll attack medicine that goes in your body, whatever you're consuming, and frequencies and just all kinds of. If you guys watch the movie They Live, that gives you an idea of what I'm talking about. They Live. This guy, he puts on these glasses. He finds these special glasses. He puts them on. He can see all of these freaking programming all around society, like mind control, sleep, go to work, like it's programming humans to behave this way. And then through the glasses, he saw some humans were not humans. He saw aliens inside their real form with the glasses. So he was trying to show this one guy, so he got in this fight with him because he wouldn't put on the glasses. He finally beat up the guy and put the glasses on him, and then the guy could see he was telling the truth, that the reality is not what you think, or there's something being hidden from you. You're not seeing the hidden. And some people, that's the message. I try to bring a message to help you to reveal, to expose that which is being hidden. Okay? Not secrets. There shouldn't be like secrets. I mean, we're supposed to be in love and unity. Eventually, telepathy, where we all read each other's minds. And that's a different identity, if you think about it. Telepathy, man. Remember, guardians don't channel. We use telepathy. And so we will be developing all of these powers and abilities. Like, I've heard Ashana describe even the fourth dimension is godlike compared to us here on Earth. Now, that's an interesting word, godlike, because we're all God, but you get an idea of its extraordinary. The fourth dimension is super extraordinary compared to us down on 3D Earth. That's something to look forward to. To me, that's incentive. Thank goodness this isn't all. Thank goodness 3D isn't representing all of reality. Thank goodness there's other levels of reality that are much better than this place. Let's move on to density universe 2, baby. Dimensions 4, 5, and 6. Carbon silicate. Another evolved being. You're supposedly giants, okay? And you're like eternal, immortal. You figured out death through science. You got rid of diseases, and it was all done through frequency. Isn't it interesting that some pioneers in energy, consciousness, spirituality knew this already about energy? Even if they didn't know Emerald Order teachings, and they didn't know there was 15 dimensions or 15 spectra, main dimensions, they can still understand creation organically, naturally. We're all connected to that Akashic record, to that knowledge of everything. If we're the all, we know everything. If we're God, we know everything. It's possible for you to know everything by evolving your spirit, your consciousness, into greater levels of itself. So, we are doing that. What's up, papatos? How you doing, homies? I love you guys. Thank you for being with me. There's a few good free ones. Rife machine. That's it, Sarah. That's what I was trying to think of. Yeah, he was zapping cancers out of people. You know? And even Tesla said 369, the future of medicine is frequency. Energy, frequency. I think there's something big in cymatics because it's sound creating through frequency geometries, sacred geometries. These beautiful freaking designs, man. The kind of stuff you see on mushrooms. Like you'll see sacred geometries, right? Fields of sacred geometries. Honestly, that was my beginner stuff. As I progressed, I went beyond that. You do if you keep on trying to practice and train. Like, I don't even know if I did it once this year. It's almost going to be over, and I haven't done it once in mushroom. I haven't done it since 2023, I think. Unless there was something in the end of winter. I don't know. I don't think so. If I don't remember, it's been a while. So close to a year is realistic. So, Chihuahua. Way past due, right, you guys? But yeah, thank you guys for being with me, man. You're so beautiful. Yeah. Yeah, Lauren, you said it. Frequency and sound. Oh, wow. Yeah, because the pineal gland helps you connect to the third eye, which is the sixth dimension, the sixth chakra, the sixth root race, Muvarians. The seventh is the Unchechi. And then after this, the eighth and above are the starseed races, the Urantrian, the Brenua, the Hibaru, the Melchizedek, and the Uniseti. Machiwa. Kirashe, Kundare, Makos. It's beautiful, man. It's a great time to be alive. You know, I mean, imagine this. Imagine living. Imagine what it would be like to live on a planet that was based on unity consciousness, law of one. It was based on the sacred universal law of one. OMG. We would be a super advanced race. It would be developing immortality. I know some people may think that's impossible. Realize that we're on a planet that has distortions in its fields. And so that has to be either taken care of or go to a different planet. You know, what's that involve when you take you and your light body off of the planet and then go to another universe or another dimension, another, it's, God is great. You are great. You are huge, you guys. We're huge family of consciousness. Some of them are low level, some mid level, some of them high level. It's a part of the unified field. OMG, guys. I think it would be utopia. It would be like the Tomorrowland. We would be very, very innovative because we wouldn't be oppressed. That's what phantom energy is for. they have to do things to get loosh energy from you. Loosh. Loosh energy is energy based on or coming from torture, fear, tactics. So they put you in fear, they put you in pain, torture. They do psychological manipulation. This is all twisted shit. And of course they got to do some twisted sexual stuff to you. So it's all part of their black magic, demonic tactics, fallen angelic tactics. They work for this type of energy, loose energy. So there's a lot of horrible things involved when you're working with Satanists and Luciferians, beings serving darkness, serving phantom beings, worshiping, and they demand worship. So it's like, wow. Why aren't we just getting along? Why we got to deal with some stuff? Why can't we just be free? This is like race karma. Yeah. We're suffering because as a race, the human race who fell from grace, you were once 5D, now you're 3D, and you find yourself messed with the wrong extraterrestrials. You've been punked by the Zeta gray aliens, the little short guys you make fun of. They're kicking your ass. The reptilians are kicking your ass. The Anunnaki are kicking your ass. Who isn't kicking humans' ass? You ain't the center of no freaking universe. What you've been smoking? People believe that. Some people think everything wrote all the planets, even the sun. Because they don't believe in gravity either. They say it doesn't exist. This is why the sun, which is with gravity pulling everything to its orbit around it, but it's actually going around our tiny little planet, Earth. It's tiny compared to Saturn, compared to Jupiter, Uranus, Neptune, maybe Pluto's smaller, Mercury possibly. There's a couple of smaller planets, but we're not much. Did you know that there's actual guardian beings on other planets too? On our Saturn, our Venus, our Mars, there are beings, even some humans. So, you're never alone. It doesn't need to be lonely. There is so much life. How could you be? Even if one person doesn't like you, you can find someone who does. You look hard enough, you'll find somebody. Don't worry. Be more lovable. Be more kind. Might as well follow the attitudes of mastery. Live in joy, bliss, grace, mindfulness, trust, accountability, reverent respect, impeccability. I mean, you're trying to better yourself, right? You're trying to know more, be more, meditate, cleanse, understand, feel psychic energies, see psychic visions, do affirmations, do prayers, do manifestations, be a person whose thought becomes a reality. Know the science of that. You guys are only limited by your imagination. You're only limited by your motivation. Are you motivated? Are you going to get this done? Come on, Vato Locos. Thank you guys so much for coming tonight's live. Talking about unity and Christ consciousness. Hey, man. That should be part of your calling. All of our calling should be something with expressing, sharing, sending out into the world. Law of one. See them all as one. Okay? And maybe the raw material has some cool shit in it. That's cool. But you got to do something about the distortions. Okay? Teach this chick, Carla, Kelantic transmissions. Let's teach her unity of law of one. The law of one, homies. So you guys know that the holidays are coming up. Your brother Enhazi is traveling, so I might miss Saturday. Or I might not. Or I'll see if my dad wants to do an interview. That'll become a live. I'll see if it's okay with him first. Or maybe I'll just walk away to a park and make a live video for you guys. Something like that. Or take the camera with me as I'm going for a walk. in the beautiful Tucson wilderness. Oh! I'm going to hook up with Starman at least one of the times while I'm there. So we'll probably get him together with us. Because we don't see Starman often, but he wants me to meet someone special. I don't want to spoil that part, but I'll share with it later if it's okay with them. But yeah. So that'd be cool to see Starman. I gotta fit everybody in. My daughter, my parents, my dad, everybody. I'd love to see my brother too, but I am limited on time. I'll see if I can, but it's so hard when I'm leaving and then I gotta stop again and then take off again. It's hard sometimes, you guys. But he's really big on Black Friday. I mean, when I've seen him on that time period, they were always taking advantage of Black Friday. So I was never into that stuff. I went one year and that was enough. I mean, it's not like I'm trying to buy a bunch of stuff for myself, But anyways, you guys, I'll finish up the live. But thank you so much for those of you who helped tonight with donations. It's really my bread and butter, so I try to give as much value as I can, and according to your feedback, I'm helping some of you out because you said it publicly. Thank you so much. Stephen Oswald, brother. Woohoo! Thank you, man. Fist bump. Yeah, you guys. See, you guys know what unconditional love is. You guys are feeling it. It's not just something a hippie, made up or something. We're not just trying to be lovey-dovey or, I don't know, silly. There's one guy who makes these spiritual videos, but he's kind of mocking spirituality, but he's funny about it. So, the way he makes his videos too is very interesting. But I can't tell if that's just entertainment or if it's hurting spirituality or something. I don't know. It's almost like I can't remember how many hours it's going to take you to get there. Maybe I'll do a live. I'll set the camera on the dash and then make a live. It'll be safe that way if it's on a selfie stick or something. And that'd be cool. But, yeah, you'll see me sometime on my trip, and I'll when I do come on the video or something, I will explain what I'm doing or what day to do something. So, all right, you guys. Bless all of you who helped out. Thank you to all those who are members. Man, some of you, I'm seeing more of the rainbow stars. I can't believe that many of you have been a member for a year. You guys are awesome. So that was a shout out to all of you members. And give a special shout out to our moderators. You guys are awesome. You guys are champs. You're the security guards and you're the help, this support. You help to share the information too, because there's no way I could do all that. We're a team, all of us who come to these lives together. It's not about me, it's about all of us. And I think we should do another Zoom meeting, right? Like I have a special guest on next Tuesday, and we'll see how that goes. And we'll also have probably Zoom meeting with some of you guys again. If no one else wants to volunteer, maybe we'll have the same people, or we'll find someone will want to do kind of like it, just share their background in spirituality, the things they've went through, because it's been a bumpy ride for some of us, but we got to a better place. We got ourselves pulled out of the worst stuff. We're still working on ourselves, right? Bless all of you holy ones. Let's say our affirmations. I am God. I am sovereign. I am free. Understand that, know that, see that. I am God. I am sovereign. I am free. I am God. I am sovereign. I am free. And you can say it with any emotion you want. You can say it however you pronounce it however you want. Just do it, baby. Yeah. So love yourself, you guys. Go love others. Spread Christ consciousness around. Unity, law of one. That's how the guardians roll. We're guardians. That's how we roll. And we're gonna make this a better place. I'm going on the Tara timeline. Don't you want to come, homies, brothers and sisters? Let's get our ascension game going on. It's not going to be all fun and giggles and joy, but let's do some technique. Let's be active in our spiritual evolution. No one else ain't going to do it for you. You can't borrow it. You can't steal it. You can't, buy it. Okay, you gotta do it, the work. So, bless all of you. Hope you enjoyed the live. Write it in the comments. Holy wands. I know sometimes I'm very emotional, or it can be intense. It's intensity, not anger. There's a difference, but just realize that I do this out of service. So do our moderators and some of you who are just want to serve. Bless you guys. Good night. Namaste. I am Christar. I am Christar. I am Christar, baby. Yeah, baby. Blessings. Angelic humans. Oraphim. Azarites. Kirashe. Kundare, Unisai. Remember thyself. Good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. Do, 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 do. Good night, you guys. Peace. Machiwa.